What Joe Biden said today regarding $1,200 stimulus checks, the latest from Nancy Pelosi, and where we stand with the current stimulus proposal and stimulus negotiations as of Friday, December 4th. But hey everybody, my name is Matt. Welcome back to another video. It's great to have you here. Thank you so much for your continued support. As you know, I'm back on a daily basis as your daily advocate, otherwise known as the underdog advocate. My videos always do pertain to everybody, including those of you receiving Social Security, SSI, VA, RRB, low income, and no income individuals. So thank you so much for allowing me to come back on a daily basis, for choosing me and allowing me to be your advocate. So it means a lot to me. And like I always say every day, I just want to continue doing everything I can to look out for all of you, because I know what it's like to not have an advocate or anybody that you feel like you can reach out to and actually trust with the information. So I want to be that guy, and thank you so much. But also, feel free, if you haven't done so, feel free to share any of my videos with your friends, family members, neighbors, anybody like that who could benefit from this information. I truly do everything that I possibly can on a daily basis to look out for these groups of people. So thank you once again. Let's jump into the content, see where we're sitting today, this Friday, regarding the stimulus negotiations. So we actually heard some different statements and remarks from many different people here today. It's actually pretty interesting. So let's get into it. Actually, Joe Biden was out today, and he said the $1,200 stimulus checks for American families could still be in play. Remember, we've been talking about this throughout the week, but I'll have more information on that here in just a second. But my point is, let's not write off the $1,200 stimulus checks quite yet. They are still in the process of negotiating out the stimulus package. We don't know if stimulus checks are going to be included or not, but let's not write them off yet. We still are going through the negotiation process. So before we just throw in the towel and give up on it, let's just continue to pay attention, be vigilant. I'll continue to keep you updated, and hopefully they come to their senses and add them in. But more on that in just a second. Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, and Joe Biden have continued to come out and support this new $908 billion stimulus proposal that was introduced just the other day by that bipartisan group of senators. At the same time, all of these people continue to come out and say that this is just a down payment, this $908 billion package. So basically, essentially what they're saying is we need something to just bridge the gap between now and, let's just call it late January, early February, something like that. Even though Joe Biden continues to endorse this package, he continues to say he promises that he will continue to push for more stimulus after the inauguration. So, we'll have to see what happens after this. Maybe we don't get stimulus checks this round, but maybe they come in January or February. Maybe we get stimulus checks now and we don't get them then. Maybe we get stimulus checks now and then also, maybe we don't get any stimulus checks. We don't really know. We just need to continue waiting. I am confident we will get another stimulus check. I just don't know when. I've already made some bets on that. I was wrong, and it cost me some money. So, if you've been around for a while, you know about that. But either way, I'm not going to bet on it anymore. But my point is, I honestly do think we're going to get another round. It's just a matter of when they actually get this thing approved. Actually, what's interesting is some people in Congress actually oppose this current stimulus package because it does not include the $1,200 stimulus check. This is kind of a sticking point for some people. They're saying, hey, we need that relief for the people. In fact, Bernie Sanders was out, and he's one of these people who is not in support of the current stimulus package as it stands. I'm talking about the $908 billion package. He actually came out and said that he will not support the $908 billion stimulus package as it currently stands unless they add $1,200 stimulus checks or they remove liability protections. So I feel like that's a pretty strong statement, and there's actually other people that are agreeing on this as well. There's many people that are kind of saying, hey, yeah, great. We got a stimulus proposal and you guys are, really thinking about it and want to push this thing through, but where's the relief for the people? Which actually brings me to my next point, and that is, okay, so great. We have a $908 billion stimulus proposal. That's nice. It looks nice at face value, right? $908 billion, I'd take it. But, I'd take it personally. I'd take like a wire right now for $908 billion. So anyway, sorry. But anyway, my point is, A lot of people are looking at this and saying, yep, it looks great, a $908 billion stimulus proposal, but where is the relief for the people within the package? Let's just really quickly run through what's in this package. We have state and local government funding. So we have funding for state and local government. We have another round of PPP. We have funding for schools. We have funding for vaccine distribution. We have some money for rental assistance. We have money for what was that other one I was going to say? Oh, unemployment benefits at a rate of $300 per week. And there's just a handful of other things. Let's just call it things. They don't really pertain to the people. So my point is, as we break it down, let's take a look. What actually pertains to the people? Well, looking at it, I would only say about 2 of those actually pertain to the people. That is rental assistance, because we know that there are millions upon millions of people delinquent with rental payments right now. So a little bit of rental assistance would actually be probably a nice relief for some people. Yeah, maybe it helps them catch up on their rent a little bit, but other than that, what's it really going to do? Is it going to put food on the table? Unfortunately not. The other thing that I see within this package that helps the people is that unemployment boost at a rate of $300 per week through March. Okay, so that's great too. But once again, what about the rest of the people who don't who maybe aren't going to get the rental assistance, or maybe who are not getting unemployment? What about the rest of the people? Actually, what's interesting, everybody continues to say this current situation that we're in is impacting and hurting the low-income individuals the most. Well, where in this package are you seeing relief for the low-income individuals? I don't see stimulus checks. I don't see food assistance. I don't see rental assistance. Okay, great. Yeah, there's some of it in there, but realistically, it's not going to help everybody out for as far behind as everybody is right now. I mean, we're talking like $25 billion plus in back rent payments that are due because people haven't been able to pay. So that's a lot of money. So my point is, there's just not a lot in here for the people. So it kind of makes us all scratch our heads saying, yes, it's a stimulus package. That's great. But where's the relief for the people? So I think that's what a lot of these people in Congress are really saying is we need more stuff in there for the people. In other words, stimulus checks. That would be really nice at this point. At the same time, I'll wrap this thing up here just in a minute. At the same time, Congress, they've said this a few times now, they said they're not going to leave until they have a deal. Well, let's not hold our breath on that, because we've actually heard that line a few times now over the past few months leading up to a recess. They come out and say, hey, we're working on a stimulus proposal, we're getting close, and we're actually not going to leave until we have a deal. Well, sure enough, we believe them, and then they turn around and you see them driving away and they leave. So I'm certainly not going to believe it. However, they continue to say, we're staying here until we get something passed. So just remember, the House leaves next week, the Senate leaves the week after. Well, they can always be called back, but realistically, once they leave, they're not coming back. Let's just be real. They're not coming back. So my point is, we still have about another week until they need to get something passed, especially for that deadline for the potential government shutdown if they don't pass it by the end of the day, September 11th. So we'll continue watching that, because they continue to say they want to attach some of this to that package and push it all through as one big package. So we'll have to continue watching this. At least they're making some progress. I'll continue to keep you posted. Lastly, I'll hit on one thing really quickly. This morning, the non-farm payroll number was released. This is a number that's released every Friday, the first Friday of every morning. Let me back up. It's released the first Friday of each month. Once per month it's released, and it gives you a barometer on the previous month hiring in the economy. So it posted 245,000 jobs were apparently created in November. That's actually quite a bit lower than what they were expecting. So just wanted to throw that out there, because they continue watching all of these numbers. So the fact that it came in lower than what they were estimating is actually kind of good when it comes to stimulus, because they're thinking, hey, the economy's not doing as great as we thought. The job market isn't doing as great as we thought. Let's get this thing pumped up. So pumped up, in other words, stimulus. So whatever. Either way, enjoy your night, everybody. I'll catch you again tomorrow. Stay safe. Have a good night, and I'll see you then.